Live from the Never Forget Who's Who studios of Arizona, we are the MMA-Holes.
Wonderful.
Welcome. What's going on, friends? How's everyone doing? Hopefully you're wonderful. We're here. We're live on a Monday, hanging with the boys. It's good to see everyone in the chat. Got my MMA-Holes tank top. It's officially summertime for us. It's hot in Arizona. You got the lizards just all over. There's lizards everywhere. Road runners are running around. Everything's going crazy over here. How's everyone doing in the chat? Hopefully everyone is well. All right, we had a interesting night Saturday night as the UFC went down. Then it was followed by a boxing event that was a lot of buzz going into this event with Davis versus Garcia. It was an excellent experience to hang with the people. Was it the greatest fight of all time? No, it was entertaining, very exciting. I was excited, but it was very one-sided, and it ended in a finish. Some say controversy. I bet on the Devils. I'm sorry, Moss. They were favorites. Rightfully said. The series is tied. I'm not happy about this. Not happy about this. Yeah, it's going back to New Jersey. 2-2. Okay, things are getting interesting. Anyway, that's hockey talk. But as for the Gervonta versus Ryan Garcia fight, a liver shot happens, and Gervonta Davis gets the win in the 7th round. Big celebrations. Crowd going cray-cray, empty arena until the main event starts. I don't understand how you could spend all that money on the tickets and then just show up for one fight. It's crazy, but that's just how boxing works. And I want to know in the chat, what'd you think after a couple of days passed by? Did you enjoy the boxing event? Did you pay for it? Did you just watch it with us? How'd you consume that stuff? How you doing, Ann? How's everyone in the chat doing? So we're going to discuss the UFC card that happened this weekend as Pavlovich destroys Curtis Blades at first round. You just get the hell away from that guy. That guy he's scary. I mean, Curtis just is like, okay, I'm going to stay in the pocket. I'm going to bang with this dude. Curtis landed some strikes. A little blood on the face of Pavlovich. No problem. The guy's a mutant. He's a monster. And he just folded Curtis, just destroyed him, ran him over. And now we have a new boogeyman at heavyweight. Will he get a title shot? We'll discuss tonight on the MMA-Holes. Will he be next in line? Bobby Green went a little autistic at the media scrum, post-fight, not press conference. I don't know what you call that anymore. I guess post-fight media scrum. We'll play a little bit of that. But let's start off with the big Ryan Garcia. Oh, also Nate Diaz is wanted. He strangled fake Logan Paul. And now apparently they're looking for him. They want to arrest him for an assault or something. I don't know what they're charging him with. But yeah, so Nate Diaz is in hot water. We'll talk about that as well. But let's start it off with the stuff over here. Ryan Garcia. Now, I did notice from an MMA hole in the community, they put up a video. A shout out to Jeremiah. I like Jeremiah. He's a very nice guy. But he is Mr. Conspiracy. Like he loves the conspiracies, and I think even the word conspiracy probably might get certain people triggered, but it is, like it is what it is, right? Something happens, a sporting event happens, rigged, fixed, took a dive, you hear it a lot now in combat sports, and rightfully so, because there are corrupt parts of the game. I'm not dismissing that. But in the event of the 7th round happening and, Ryan Garcia gets hit, he backs up, he takes a knee, and he can't continue. There was discussion on was it a liver shot? And I was like, I don't understand what the debate is here. And he was saying how, that wasn't where his liver is, and I think there's like miscommunication on how these liver shots work. So we'll discuss that. But in the chat, what did you guys think? Oh my hell, Leafs just tied it up. Did they really? Oh shit! Damn, Leafs They got a squad over there. The strike that finished the fight. I want to know in the chat, does anyone think that Ryan Garcia took a knee? Like he took a bag of money to sit down. Maybe the over-under with the fight. Did anyone think there was tomfoolery going on? I just want to see what the chat says over here before I give you my thoughts. Let's see. Undefeated fighters don't sell their records. Ryan is just not as good as you casuals believed. So I will debunk that. Do you think that Ryan is not that good? Let's get to the rest of that. I'll get to that because a lot of people are throwing shade at Ryan Garcia. And there were a lot of things that led to Tank winning this fight. It's not just, oh, Tank is the better fighter. That's part of it. But that's not the whole thing. We'll talk about it. If he wanted to win, he could have took 2 knees on purpose. Ryan overrated. Ryan's a quitter. Damn, not a knee. No, he got beat. Ryan quit. My opinion is that it seemed like a legit blow. Pat Barry plowing sniff. Pat Barry plowing Sniff while Sniff wears a pacifier. Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Tank was touching him with the left body shots all fight. From my fight experience, I think they just added up and led to a legit knee. Mexican quits. Mexicans quit. Okay. He's a bitch. There's a compilation of every fighter that faced Tank saying he punches different. Okay. Listen. Tank Davis is a very good boxer. He is. He's very good. And before the fight happened, I was like, yeah, Tank's probably going to win this thing. I want Ryan to win. I'm going to put a couple of bucks on Ryan. He's plus money. But realistically, if you kind of understand how this works, Tank is supposed to win this fight, right? So that makes sense. The fact that Tank took out Ryan Garcia, it makes sense. I mean, the guy has no losses, but Tank's got the experience, this and that. There are other things that played a factor in this. The rehydration clause, the fact, that there had to be a catch weight. Ryan couldn't, hydrate back up a little bit. He wanted him skinny. He wanted him weak. If Tank was such an amazing fighter, if he was like the GOAT and the greatest of all time, there wouldn't be any of these clauses. No, I didn't shave my chest, but I got gray chest hairs and stuff like that. But yeah. There wouldn't be all these clauses. I got to be honest with you. I think Tank is very good, but I would have liked to see in a fight where Ryan could rehydrate back up, or maybe fight at a weight where Ryan's not fucking killing himself. You know what I'm saying? Or here's another thing. Let me just throw this out there. Tank was saying that there was a spy in Ryan's camp. That is, I guess you could do that. I guess in boxing, that's legit. I mean, if a guy gets in there, it is what it is. If it's like something like that in football, that's a big no-no. But pubes aren't gray yet. Not yet. I'm sure in time they will be. But Tank planted a guy in the gym, and a guy came out and fessed up to it. And I'll play that in a second. If Tank Davis is that good, why has my man got to do all these things to get a dub? Maybe it's a hot take. But, yes, he finished Ryan Garcia. Yes, he looked very good. In fact, I had him winning every single round but the first. Then there was a 10-10 round. We'll talk about that as well. But if he is that good, why would you need to do that? Why? If you're that great, if you're the face of boxing, if you do that, why would you run around bragging about this? It kind of, to me, it kind of brings him down a notch. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I knew that I got to throw this body shot. Check this out. It's pretty crazy. Like, I was thinking about, I don't understand. Like, this dude wants to be the face of boxing, but he's openly admitting to saying, hey, I needed to put a spy in his camp in order to win. Okay? Like, why is no one talking about this? Like, why is no one saying, hey, maybe, can Tank beat this guy without the rehydration clause, without the spy in the camp, without all this nonsense going on? Can he actually beat this guy? Maybe he can't, because why would he need that stuff? Who is The spy. Who is the spy, guys? Who is this mysterious spy? Let's find out what's going on here. Let's get to the bottom of this. Who is the spy? Oh! I think I fucking found him. This guy over here. This shady motherfucker. Who is this guy over here? Here he is. Now, this guy, I got to say, is unique looking. He's got a very unique looking face. You would look at I look at this guy, I see spy. I see spy. I would know him right away. I'd be like, yeah, this guy's a spy. No doubt about it. Now listen to this dude. Listen to this dude, man.
Hey, King Ryan. In sparring, I injured you with a body shot. Now you lost to Tank. I am sorry. Are you okay?
Did you guys get that? Let's play it again.
Hey, King Ryan. In sparring, I injured you with a body shot. Now you lost to Tank. I am sorry. Are you okay?
Pearl Cream.
Mr. Pearl Cream over here is admitting to injuring Ryan Garcia in camp, saying that he is the spy and he sent this information over to Tank. There are a bunch of videos popping up. By the way, shout out to Kainoto. This is our new. we'll get to the meme stuff later. So here, check this out. Check this out. This is during the lead up.
We've been knowing what's going on through camp too.
Hey, you know what's funny about this guy? He's talking about I got spies, I got this, but every time he talks, though, he ain't shit of a fighter, but he's doing everything you can to figure it out. And it makes no sense, man. This dude could send all the Judases in my gym, all that come. It's not going to stop. What's going to happen is so...
Well, Ryan was definitely wrong about that.
So sad. All his silly attempt. I need a rehydration clause. I need him 1 to 36. I need this.
You don't want to
You need everything for a non-complete fighter.
Why is a 135 fighter?
Why do you need everything for a non-complete
Are you or are you not a 135 fighter?
Putting your foot in your mouth.
Are you or are you not a 135 fighter?
Even if he is a 135 fighter, why can't he rehydrate? I mean, this has been going on in sports forever. In every MMA fight, guys make the weight, rehydrate back up. To make a guy cut that weight knowing that he's a big dude and say, hey, you got to be within this limit in order to actually fight. I mean, that's a little ridiculous.
Bro, stop lying to the people.
Are you or are you not a 135 fighter?
You trying everything to stop it.
It is ridiculous. Now, it's Ryan's fault. He should never sign the contract. He deserved to get smoked. Like, he was so in belief of himself that he thought that he can take out Tank, you know, catch a bag of money, and then stay undefeated. When you got a guy as dangerous as Tank, with all that extra experience and time, and Tank is good. I'm not trying to say Tank sucks, but I don't understand how you can puff your chest out and run around and say, I'm the best, I'm the face of boxing, I'm this and that, but not allowed to rehydrate. Oh, by the way, I had a spy in camp. I finished you with a body shot. He so happened to tell me, work that body.
I'm sorry, man. You can send them all. You want to watch me train tonight? You can. You could come. Your whole team can come watch. It's not going to stop.
Well, it is going to stop you, Ryan. Hey, spoiler alert.
What's going to happen?
Leonard
want to come? You want to come, Leonard?
You're trash.
You could pay all the people to spy in the camp.
He's saying you're trash. Why the fuck would you spy on him then? Why would you need the rehydration clause? Dude, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. I think Tank should have just taken the win, just moved on, said that. Saying I'm the face of boxing, I'm this, I'm that. Come on, pump the brakes. Fight another guy without a rehydration clause or you know, certain things you got to do in order to fight me. It's a fight. Mental games. He beat him with a body shot. He sent the spy in there. The spy says, yo, I hurt him with the body shot during training. You know what to do, Tank. You know what to do. It's not mental games. It's a guy that does not believe in himself.
Yeah, but
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
And Floyd does the same thing. Floyd does the exact same thing over and over and over and over again. A lot of his fights, oh, you got to have this size gloves. You got to do this. You got to do that. Thank God. Thank God I'm a UFC fan. There's none of this nonsense. Rehydration clauses, size of gloves, spies in camps. Bro, there's none of that. None of that drama in MMA. We circle back around to the thought of boxing. What is boxing? It's massive. It's a moneymaker. It's huge. People pay big bucks to watch one fight. They don't care what else is on the card. People pay big bucks to show up for one fight. That's it. They'll miss the whole damn card. Co-main event had a minus 200 favorite. Knock out a fucking janitor. And then the main event. You put something together that's a lot of fun. Undefeated youngster versus undefeated youngster. Guys approaching their primes. Going at it. You never see anything like this. You market it. You sell it. It's great. I want to see this. But after the fight is over and done, and they sold this nonsense to us, and we all bought into it, after we digest what we just witnessed on Saturday, we were all hosed once again. We were all fed bullshit. We weren't fed an actual fair fight. We weren't. No spies. No rehydration clause. Let the guys fight. Hit the weight and fight. What the hell happened to boxing? What is going on with this sport? And I'm not saying that Ryan Garcia got screwed. He didn't. He signed the contract. He signed it. So Ryan's got to fucking lick his wounds. He's got to swallow his pride. He should have never signed that contract. He should have said, Tank, we're going to fight a fair fight. We're going to hit 135. I do what I want to do. You do what you want to do. You keep your people in your camp. I keep my people in my camp. What's the odds of the supposed spy? And we'll talk about coked up Conor in the locker room afterwards. What's the odds of the supposed spy telling Tank, hey, I hurt this guy with a body shot? Ah! What's the odds of that?
Hey, King Ryan. In sparring, I injured you with a body shot. Now you lost to Tank.
This guy's like a fucking James Bond villain over here. Listen to this dude. Daniel Craig should be fighting this guy, playing poker against him. I don't know. This guy needs like something on his face, a deformity to...
Hey, King Ryan. In sparring, I injured you with a body shot.
You, my friend, are a piece of shit that sold your soul for money. And now they paid you to go online and say this. You're reading a script, bro.
Let's go, champ.
You sold your fucking soul. Hey, Hearns, how you doing? 36 months, champion says Ryan's fault. Tank definitely made him look bad. You're right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You're right. It is Ryan's fault. 100%. Ryan hangs his head, and Tank should shut the fuck up and stop saying, I'm the face of boxing now. Cut it out. You're not the face of anything. The face of boxing doesn't need fucking Mr. Moron over here saying, hey, I'm the spy. I'm a fucking rat. This guy's a disgrace. Dude, I spit on you. How do you call yourself a man? How do you call yourself a man? Going in there. Trojan horse.
In sparring, I injured you with a body shot. Now you lost to Tank. I am sorry. Are you okay?
What? I wonder how much this guy got paid. He got paid some good money, man. Definitely got paid some big bucks. Looking at the actual body shot that took him down. Talking about the... Look at this shit. So he brought in a guy around Tank's height. So, And there's videos that popped up. There are videos that popped up that Tank was asking Ryan. He was like, hey. He's like, what happened to you in camp? Heard you got dropped. Heard you got dropped with a body shot. And Ryan's like, no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Of course he's going to say it didn't happen, right? Why would he tell, I was going to say Frank. Why would he tell Frank that? Why would he tell Frank Davis? Of course he wouldn't say that. So Tank knows, okay, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. It's coming. I'm coming.
I'm coming. I'm coming!
And what does he do? He goes in there and he fucking takes him out. Now that was earlier in the fight. This over here, this is no spy stuff. This was legit. My man got caught and it crack left, and here goes Garcia. Ba-boom! He goes down. He's like, okay, reality check. He gets back up quick. He looks at the ref. And he's like, okay, I gotta chill out. So what does he do? He chills out. He backs up a little bit. He's like, okay. I'm not gonna go crazy anymore. This dude's got pop. Even with him backing off, Tank was winning every round besides the first, right? We'll talk about this round is pretty interesting because of the scoring. We'll get to that in a second too. So Ryan pumps the brakes, but come round 7, he's like, hey, I'm losing this fight. I am losing this thing. I got to pour it on. So that's what he does. 7th round, Ryan Garcia, he comes in and he's landing. He looks great. Like things are happening. Things are coming together for Ryan, but very aggressive. And Tank knew all along. Bait him. Once he gets sloppy, once he gets aggressive, we're going to find this body shot. It's going to happen. I popped him in the face. He got back up. But if I get that body, we might be able to get him down. And what happens here? He ducks underneath. I mean, he knows the whole time. You could see it. You could fucking see it. He's ducked down over here. And this is, we were saying before the fight, the size difference favors Tank. We were saying this beforehand. This lower stature. I mean, Ryan, his plan was to work the body. What the fuck? How are you going to work the body on a midget? You can't do that. But the midget's got a fucking straight line to that fucking body. And here it comes. Boom. The off button. Right in there. Right in there. Ding. Smush. Look at this thing. Check this out. So there is an argument going around. It's not a liver shot. I don't know what... I mean, some people have no idea where the fuck the liver is. The liver under the pectoral muscle, it wraps around and it kind of goes in over this way over here. It's a pretty big thing over here. There is a rib cage. There is a rib cage. But you get cracked in that thing just right. Your shit's shutting down. And look at where he's on the off button. He's legit on the off button. Ryan is like, okay, completely exposed. I mean, the chin's exposed. Like, what could have Tank done here? He could have cracked him with an uppercut or some shit. The chin is there. But what does Tank do? Oh, that's spy. Let's hit him into the body. Ka-ka! And you could see the ripple. The nipple goes up over the glove. Look at this. Look at his nipple. Look at that Mexican nipple. It goes over the glove. Smushing in. Everything goes. And Ryan comes back with a little bit of a right hand, but you could see the look on his face. He's like, oh, shit. I done fucked up. I done fucked up, friends. This is where Ryan Garcia realized he done fucked up. So he finishes that right hand. But Tank already did it. He's already in there. Everyone's like, oh, adios mio. And he backs up. You think he's fine, right? Think everything's going to be fine. Spoiler alert, it's not. It's not. Tank, look at Tank's face. He's like, gotcha, motherfucker. I got you. What happens here? Ryan steps back, looking at Tank, and he's like, I can't believe you just did that to me. It must be the spy. And then takes a knee immediately following that. Impressive, right? Impressive. Tank finished a guy that was unbeaten. A lot of smack talk back and forth. Spy or no spy, at the end of the day, he finished Ryan Garcia. So respect to Tank for that. But saying you're the face of boxing, you're this and that, you'll pump the brakes, bro. Stop the clauses. Stop the spies. Go in there, fight a guy, hit the weight, stop with all that other nonsense. Cut it out. Let's get some thoughts from the chat over here, and then we're going to talk about the round, the knockdown round. We got the scores over here. That was in the second. One of the judges said 10-10, 10-9, 10-9. We'll talk about the scoring in boxing. I think I had to actually do a little research too because listen, we watch the UFC. We're not the boxing holes. We're the MMA holes, right? But I was correct, and I do want to address this about what is 10-8, what's 10-9, what does a knockdown mean? There's a lot that goes into it. A lot of people yelling and screaming about this, but let's see what the chat says. Didn't help that Garcia had to go through with the rehydration clause. Yeah, I just went to exhaustion. I mean, if you just jump it into the stream, you might want to run it back a little bit. Yeah, because that's where I was going with this. Like, there were a lot of, if you are the best, if you're the face, if you're the face of boxing, you can't say I want this clause. I want this size glove. I want you to hit the weight, but you must be this many pounds over the weight after. I mean, come on, what is this? They don't do that shit in the UFC. Here's the thing. I think Haney and Stevenson could beat Tank. Possibly. We'll see what kind of clauses are in play. I still can't believe on your poll about 50% of your subscribers picked Garcia to win. Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, even myself, I put money on Ryan, but I had a good feeling that Tank was going to get the job done, right? Like I was saying, yeah, I think Tank wins. It is wild. You know, people believe the hype, but you got to wonder. And here's a reason why you might be able to make an argument for a rematch. They're not going to do it. Ryan has to get back to the drawing board. He already said he wants to go up a weight class. But what would be interesting to me is no clauses. Fight at 140 or 135 and you could rehydrate up. No fucking spies in camps or any of that stuff. Like if Ryan Garcia hits social media and says, you know what? How about this? How about we do it legit? None of this shady nonsense. Let's run it back. And if Tank's like, oh, I finished you, why would I fight you again? Say, no, I want to fight you fair this time. That's the angle Ryan has. But it's not going to happen. What Ryan's going to do, he's going to get back to the drawing board. He's going to go up a weight class. He's going to do what he's got to do over there. He's going to mature. I mean, he's only 24 years old, get more experience. These two will meet again. It's inevitable. Now is probably not the right time, even without all that other stuff. I mean, he could make an argument for it, but probably not the time. You know, get that experience that you need. It's not like Ryan's a kid. He's 24. When Canelo Alvarez fought Floyd Mayweather the first time, he was a baby, right? He was just babyface Canelo. Now look at Canelo. Way different guy. So, yeah, let Ryan get back to the drawing board. This could be a blessing in disguise. He'll think twice about signing certain contracts. He not only lost the fight, he lost before the fight. He lost when the TMT team decided to push everything in his favor. They're not stupid, man. These guys been in the game for a while. They're not stupid. They're going to give Tank every edge in a fight. If he's going to sign that contract, Tank's going to have a lot of advantages. And it's smart. If you can do that, so be it. Let's move on to the second round over here. And then I'm going to move into the UFC stuff. So there was a knockdown here in the second round. It was beautiful, really. I mean, he ducked underneath. A lot of ducking and swinging. Seemed like, you know, a lot of Mike Tyson stuff going on here. Here we go. Mike Tyson punch out. What the fuck? Oh, of course it's got a buffer now. Come on. Anyway, why is this doing this? Refresh it. Come on, internet. What's going on? Rematch, but Tank gets a no blocking clause. Tank's got to fight with one arm. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, it's just another reason why I'm not the biggest boxing fan. It's just fucking shady. How many UFC fights have you seen put together where it's like, we'll fight, but you got to do this, this, and this? It's like, no, they sign a contract to fight at a weight class. They're wearing the same gloves. They hit the same weight. That's it. You don't hear about spies and all this other shit. Maybe there are spies in MMA, but you don't see people bragging about spies. Like, why the fuck would you want to brag about cheating? Like, it makes no sense. It's just ridiculous. But that's boxing for you. And people like cheering them on. Yeah. All right, so here we go. So ducks underneath. Ryan comes in with the uppercut. Tank eats it. Ryan's coming forward. He's like, yeah, I'm landing on this dude. And then bang! I mean, it's pretty quick, right? Ducks. That is like crunch. Dude, that's power. That's power, that's speed, that's precision. That's Garcia hitting the mat. So this round over here, this is the second round. I thought Garcia was winning, right? I truly did believe Garcia is winning. A lot of people in the chat, and we're being misinformed. I think I'm going to have to start educating some of the chat. People say that a round that's a knockdown, no matter what happens in that round, if the knockdown does happen and that fighter is losing the round, it's still an automatic 10-8. So in this situation, Tank's losing the round, cracks him, Ryan falls, 10-8 Tank. I found out that's not true. That's actually not how you score this. In fact, if Ryan is winning the fight, or winning the round, and gets dropped, you could still score it a 10-9 round. That's still in play, you know. So you could say Ryan, lost the round because Tank dropped him, but a 10-9 could be there because he won the actual round, so it's in favor of Tank. And 10-10's on the board because Ryan won the round and Tank dropped him but lost the round. So they say 10-10 is a score. I didn't know any of this shit. So I'll show you. Let me see if I could find it here. I found this fascinating. So here's the scores over here. So if you look at the scores, it's 10-9 one judge, another judge 10-10, and another judge 10-9. I kind of agree with the 10-9. I think Gervonta should have won that round 10-9 because he was losing the round but dropped him. So I feel like there was kind of a nullification, but he won that round because of the drop. You know, I scored a 10-8. The night of because I was misinformed. People are like, no, if there's a drop, automatic 10-8. That's not true. Here's the rules. And this is actually kind of interesting. I bet a lot of people do not fucking read the rules. They just make shit up. They'll hear someone talking about it and say, okay, that's real. Okay, so here's a bunch of situations here. We're going to roll through this. If you're not interested in this stuff, you're watching the replay, fast forward it. And we'll get to the UFC stuff. But if you are interested in scoring, which you probably should be if you're watching the fight, right? Because if you don't know how to score a fight, what the fuck you watching? It's like watching a football game and you don't know what a fucking touchdown is. Like, what is that? How many points is that? Don't watch the football game. I would have scored it 10-9. Me too. Now knowing how you can score this, it makes sense. A 10-8 for Tank makes no sense because Ryan won the second round. Boxer A is winning the round convincingly. Your score at the moment is 10-9. Boxer A, 10-9 Boxer A, excuse me. Boxer B knocks down Boxer A just before the bell. Since Boxer A was winning the round in a convincing fashion, your score may be 10-9 for Boxer B. Not 10-8 for Boxer B, since he was well behind at the time of the knockdown. This round may also be scored 10-10 depending on how far ahead you had Boxer A at the time of the knockdown. Okay, that is like the opening thing. Now there's a bunch of scenarios over here. We can go all different ways. It's basically up to the judge, right? Whatever the judge sees and feels how that round went down, there's a lot more things the judge can do, whereas in mixed martial arts, there is a smaller window of options. Yet judges in mixed martial arts, and here's the problem. It's a 10-point scoring system. This is very different than MMA. And you got guys and gals judging boxing fights. You got guys and gals judging MMA fights. They're getting mixed up. They don't know what the fuck how to score their fights. And that's how you're seeing scoring all messed up here.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Ryan was 100% compromised in a few ways for this fight. Very disappointed in Davis but not shocked that he would do this. The dude has a really spotty history, domestic violence and violence in general. Without the clause, Garcia wins.
Okay, so, I mean, listen, that's speculation, right? I still would lean towards Tank without the clauses and stuff like that, but here's my problem. If you can't run around and say how great you are when you have the clauses and you have a fucking spy in his camp. You just can't. Now, to say Garcia definitely wins, that you know, we would have to see it. And that donation right there is a perfect reason why you could make an argument for a rematch. You could. You could make an argument. You could make a strong argument for a rematch because Kainoto, I guarantee, is not the only one that feels this way. Without all the nonsense with the rehydration clause and all that stuff, Garcia wins. I bet a lot of people think that. Because we were 50-50 in the odds, in the poll leading up to this fight on Saturday. 50-50 the entire night. In fact, 52% were in favor of Garcia literally like 99% of the night. Like 8 hours of streaming. And I agree with King Girth. Well, I don't know about 10 years. I think sooner than that. I think they will rematch maybe 4, 5 years, maybe even 3 years. Because it was massive. It was a massive event, right? But not right yet. If you're Garcia, you got to get back to the drawing board. You got to sharpen your skills. And now, if anything, Garcia knows, do not sign a contract. This is Garcia's people's fault. Doesn't he have handlers? Doesn't he have people around him saying, hey, bro, this shit is... No, don't fucking sign this. There should be a clause that if someone's caught in your camp spying on you, there should be something in there with the rehydration, no rehydration shit. Hit the weight, fight. It's not Garcia's fault. Like in the beginning, I'm thinking it is Garcia's fault, but it really isn't. The more you think about it, it's his people's fault. Who the fuck? De La Hoya, coked up De La Hoya? Get rid of this guy. Garcia, remove him. Remove him and his people. Get a new fucking camp. I don't know. You can't be signing contracts like this. You're 24 years old. The world's your oyster. When I put in a tag, this is interesting. When I was scheduling the stream, I put a hashtag for Tank Davis, and I was looking at Gervonta Davis, and it said like 9,000 was the hashtag, right? Like you could see the number on how many people are like clicking and searching. It just said something like 9,000. When I put Ryan Garcia, it said 34,000. Ryan Garcia, overall, because of social media and what he's done, with whether it's YouTube or networking, is the more popular fighter. Had way more to lose in this situation. Tank went in there, and his people that are very smart, the money team, they fucking raped Garcia. They made him look like an idiot. They did everything they could to cripple Garcia, make sure he could not win this fight. Sending a mole in there, the rehydration clause. Dopey goes in there, signs the contract because his dumbass De La Hoya people around him. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. They should have... Garcia should go back to the drawing board and say, okay, I'm doing it with a new group. It's nuts. Anyway, thank you for the donation, Kainoto. Appreciate that. So, listen, I'm not going to go on and on about the rule set, but if you go... We put it on at the MMA-Holes on Twitter. We retweeted JPJ to NBA. He's responding to an MMA guy. See, this is the problem. Look, Jason Hagelman, we follow each other. Hagelm? I don't know how to say this guy's name. Anyway, he's a nice guy, very nice guy. I think he's from Canada. I'm not sure. But we follow each other on Twitter. I have no problems with him. But the issue I do have is it says here are the scorecards for Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. 2 judges, Tim whatever and Steve whatever, scored round 2 10-9, and Dave Moretti scored round 10 10-10. I don't know what the fuck he's saying there. Round 2 was the round where Davis dropped Garcia, and that is an automatic 10-8 in boxing. Judges killing the sport. Hashtag Davis Garcia. Has no clue what the fuck he's talking about. Why would he tweet this out there when it's not even true? And what he's saying here is a lot of people think that, because when we've done boxing streams, I've had a full chat room full of people tell me 10-8 automatically. No matter if you're winning or losing a round, if you knock down your opponent, it's a 10-8. That is wrong. That is not automatic. There are other ways to score it. And that's when this guy comes in with the reply and credits him for calling him out. He says, killing the sport, I don't think you know the rules of the sport. And here you go. There are 4 different situations here that you can go by. Check it out, man. Check it out for yourself. And like I said, do you watch baseball and not know how many points is a run? Do you watch football and not know how many points is a touchdown? You don't. You know exactly what the fuck you're watching. And I think, combat sports fans need to understand, okay, this is how you score a fight. This is how it works. We're all yelling and screaming and arguing with each other, but we don't even know how to fucking score a fight. Stop with, the liver shot's not real, this and that. Well, let's pull it together, guys. The government lies. What are you doing? That's a different chat room you're in. But anyway, I find this very fascinating because me being I'm a casual, man. We watch every single UFC fight. We watch other MMA fights. We're big fans of this sport, of mixed martial arts and all the organizations around that. But when it comes to boxing, I've been watching boxing more, but I got to be honest with you, I know more about MMA than boxing, right? And now I'm learning that I was wrong. 10-8, that's not necessarily the truth. There are other ways to score these fights. And to criticize judging, the reason why judging is so fucking bad in MMA or in boxing, people, they're mixing the sports up. They're mixing the rules. They're mixing the scoring up. MMA needs to have its own criteria, own way of scoring, and boxing needs to have their type of scoring. They should make it very clear to the fans before the fight even happens. They should have the fucking rules up. Okay, this is how the judges are going to score the fight. This way people are educated. We're not arguing about this shit. Anyway, let's wrap this up in a little bit of a bow. Little package. Let's just push it into the mailbox right now, okay? Ryan Garcia lost. Tank Davis is not the face of boxing. But what Tank Davis did was special. He's got a smart team around him, and he did what he had to do to get the win. He moves on. Big fights coming up for Tank Davis. The sky's the limit. Is he the face of boxing? No. But he definitely took a big step forward. That's what. And as for Ryan Garcia, it's not over for Ryan. Surround yourself with better people that don't let you sign dumb contracts. Get a couple more dubs. Try to get that win back. Final words from the chat. Actually, we got an alert here. Let's play this.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kainoto.
I picked Davis to win because Ryan was not 100%. Without a pussy hydration clause, all my money is on Garcia. Garcia was gone the morning of the fight because of the clause. This spy shit might set a precedent. This might get interesting.
It's weird, man. It is that spy thing. You can't do it in any other sport. Why are you allowed to send spies into camps? These are fights. These are wars. How are you allowed to send a spy in there? And if you are a spy and you just running around bragging about this shit, dude, how are you ever? He must have got paid stupid money. This dude over here, Chinese Gaethje, he probably got paid incredible money to do this, because who would ever want to fucking fight this guy or bring this guy into a camp again? You could never trust him. You can't trust Chinese Gaethje.
Pearl cream.
You just can't.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Last word on this. Yes, Oscar is always going to get hold during contract negotiations. Word is that people have pics and videos of him that'll make Jeff Garcia look like a man's man. The rumor has always been that Oscar is a fuckhole.
Dude, Oscar De La Hoya, Dana White is so right about Oscar De La Hoya. That guy is just a fucking mess. He's a mess of a human being. He's definitely got massive CTE. He's got to chill with the coke. He's got fake abs and shit. I don't know what's going on with that dude, man. But De La Hoya's got to chill. And he's got to stop ruining his fighters. Thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate that. Okay, let's pull it together here. All right, as for the boxing stuff, there's really nothing else I have to say about that. Would I like to see a rematch? Sure. I would like to see it, without all the restrictions and spies. I would like to see it, but not right yet. There are other things to do. The one thing I got to say, I was very excited for this fight. It sucked me in. They sold me. So I was interested in it, but we move on. We move on from that. Pavlovich gets the win over Blades, and let's talk about this card that happened. We'll also talk about the Nate Diaz stuff and anything else is in the news. I appreciate the donations. And by the way, hit the fucking like button. If you haven't hit that like button, you are not my friend. Ryan, don't want laugh my ass off. Given the plethora of scumbag characters in boxing, ethics is yeah. I that's one way of putting it. I did notice someone in the chat did say that this is in every sport.
Super chat.
We got a super chat. Ronaldo.
What does Islam have to do to become the GOAT?
Well, some people think he took a massive step back with the Volk fight. I don't think he did, but I feel we gotta get back there and win a dominating one before we can. We still got John Jones in there. We got to get John Jones out. John Jones is still in there winning fights. Islam, Volkanovski goes down, starts mauling everyone at 145 again. Islam's still behind him. Even though, I still think Islam, he technically beat Volk, so I feel like he should be ahead of him, but the GOAT conversation probably is not for tonight. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's look at this card. We do have memes in the Discord. I was laughing pretty hard at the memes in Discord, so thank you guys for the chuckle. All right, let's go to the fight card that happened this weekend. We're going to blast through this thing pretty quick because it was a little lackluster. I mean, it really was the appetizer for the boxing match that happened, so I'm not going to really just shit on it, but let's just scroll through. I'm going to see what really stuck out to me. Of course, the Muhammad Usman fight got the underdog win. Very nice job. He grappled his whole way to the win. But hey, a win's a win. You got Kamaru's. You got the Usman name, and I'm interested to see how far he can go with this. He's 34 years of age, a grappling heavyweight fighter that has a connection to a former champion in Kamaru. Okay, I'm interested. Rosa Dumont, who cares? Yaya, this is performance of the night over here with Montel Jackson over Ronnie Yaya, first round finish. So congratulations to Montel Jackson. Montel Jackson, let me just go here real quick. Montel Jackson, isn't there a singer named Montel Jackson? By the way, Rufian Stotts, or however you say his name, got smoked. There's a new Grand Prix champion, Bellator 295, Patchy Mix. What a name, but that was pretty impressive. Come on, Tapology. Work with me, kiddo. Okay. Oh, by the way, let me give a quick shout out to our sponsors before we roll into this card over here. Got my MMA Holes shirt. If you want to get some swag, go to the MMAHoles.com. It's getting hot out here, so wear that tank top, show off the guns or lack of. CBDX.com. The promo code is MMAHOLES for 20% off the finest of THC. If you want to get high, I got high on Saturday. It was fun. I got high. I'm getting high a lot. I got to chill. No high tonight. Okay, guys? Come on. I got to pump the brakes. I got to reset. But it's a lot of fun. CBDX.com if you want to get high. Promo code MMAHOLES for 20% off. Get a free gift on your first order. Must be 21 plus or older to purchase. MyBookie.ag. Well, if you saw the trailer or the short that we released, I went crazy. I went nuts because, once again, Plus Money Moss attacked and got it done. So thank you very much. We'll talk about that fight in a second. But if you would like to place a bet, go to mybookie.ag. Use promo code MMAHOLES. So the website is mybookie.ag. So many people ask us, where do you bet? It's mybookie.ag. Use promo code MMAHOLES to get a 100% match on your first deposit. It's easy to pull the money out. You could either do wire transfer or Bitcoin, whatever. But yeah, good stuff over there. So thank you to mybookie.ag. And thank you for the plus money win. Head Rush, 20% off. May 3rd, coming. It's right around the corner. What, next week? May 3rd, we're doing XMMA. And I'm very excited about this. We're showing the actual event on our show. Let's go!
Wonderful.
We're showing the entire card on our show. It's a Wednesday night, May 3rd. No one's got anything to do that night. So come by, courtesy of Head Rush. Head Rush got premium clothing. The 20% off code is MMAHOLES. So there's a link in the description. If you'd like to shop Head Rush, use our promo code and get 20% off. Also, Sheath Underwear. Sheath Underwear. We have been raving about Sheath Underwear. It got me through the gym today. Hold that thought. Kainoto, come on.
Wonderful, wonderful.
MOS, you petulant pustule, you miscreant. You are in the presence of gods. Lord SANOCI and Godnato have achieved god status and you fail to acknowledge it. Honestly, I didn't even notice it myself. Embarrassed smiley face.
We noticed, actually we made mention of it on Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night they started dropping in the chat. So congratulations, guys. 3-year memberships. The gods of the chat, baby. The gods of the chat. Where are they? There's a god right there. There's a god. God up, baby. There's another god. Kainoto has godded up. Thank you, guys. That's a god black belt. There are a lot of belts that you can get in life. There's only one god black belt, okay? There are black belts in the chat, but now we got the god black belt. 3-year memberships. Thank you. Appreciate the support, man. Speaking of gods, you must be a god to wear Sheath Underwear. Sheath Underwear, the promo code is MMAHOLES for 20% off. Very comfortable stuff, very durable stuff, and sexy as well. You put those things on, you're guaranteed to get laid. There's an optional pouch in the front where you shove your junk in there. Cowboy Cerrone wears these, and he knows how to wear some good undies, you know? So check it out. Brendan Moreno wears these. Liz Carmouche. A lot of people wear Sheath Underwear. If you want to be like these badass fighters or you just want to be a badass in real life or be sexy, check it out for yourself. Treat your bottoms right. Sheath Underwear. Promo code MMAHOLES for 20% off. Link in the description. And if you want to watch ESPN's UFC cards, use our ESPN Plus link in the description. Okay. Back to business here. Back to business. Bam. Moss being weird like usual. Well, I am a weird person. That is true. If I was normal, there would be no MMA holes. There would be none of this. If I was normal, there wouldn't be fish behind me. But for some reason, we need fish.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What's up, B-Man?
Seriously, what better community than the Holes? Fucking love you all. Best channel in the universe and it's not even close.
Yeah!
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, B-Man. Thank you. You are 100% right. You couldn't be more right than that. Okay, so we're going to get into the UFC card right now. If you guys have not hit the like button, smash it up. 61 likes, completely unacceptable. Beat it up, ground and pound it. Smash it like Tank smashed the liver of Garcia. And I appreciate that. By the way, we hit 77K subscribers on Saturday. Let's go, champs.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And tonight, if we hit, we have 60, wow, 6,800. That's incredible. I stole that from Dana White. Wow. Okay. If we hit 7K tonight, if we could get the massive, mighty goal of 7K, I'll open up some phone lines as well. How's that sound? Okay. So if you drop a Streamlabs donation, we hit 7K over there. We'll open up the phone lines. Okay. let's get back into this card. So we were talking about Montel Jackson gets the win over Ronnie Yaya. He got a performance bonus. Now he goes to 13-2, and oh yeah. Look at the win streak here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wins in a row. He's on fire. He is on fire. Nice win, strong win by Montel Jackson. So congratulations, champion. You did a good job there. Christos Giagos gets the win. A finish in the first round over Ricky Glenn. We got some carnage there. That's what I like. Jeremiah Wells, 3rd round split decision over Semmelsberger. We spoke about that. Little judging's weird. Judging's weird, but anyway, Jeremiah Wells gets the win, and he is a very strong, scary guy, man. I would want to fight him. Welterweight, he's like a rock, this dude. And to do what he did with Semmelsberg, Michael coming in. Watch out, here he comes with the wrench friend. Heart and soul of the holes, Mrs. Steely girlfriend. Time out, trolls. Welcome to the dead end. Cock so big that you can't even comprehend. Bust and grow, making bitches mold. On the timestamp throw while the chat room's stoned. Hold up, save the show, for the tales will be told about Michael Anzalone. The mighty Anz. He just drops in the mighty ends. Look at that. 1975 donation. R.I.P. to the greatest OG in the world, man. Thank you so much, B-Man. That was very nice of you. Oh, we're getting closer to phone calls. Thank you, B-Man. Thank you so much, man. Very, very kind of you. Love that donation. Even though it scared the shit out of me. I didn't expect it. Okay, so Jeremiah Wells gets the win. Lucindo gets the win over Walker. Walker looked terrible. That's all I got to say. Here we go. Bobby Green versus Jared Gordon. Okay, how many people saw the media scrum after the fight? It goes down. Bobby Green wins. And then all of a sudden, stop it. The commission gets involved. Apparently, Paul Felder was screaming like a lunatic. And they made it a no contest as there was a collision of heads. Jared Gordon went down and Bobby Green was ground and pounded. They stopped the fight. Keith Peterson didn't know what was going on, but they got it right because listen, you shouldn't win a fight because of a headbutt. Chris Curtis was going crazy online, and rightfully so. I mean, you know, if they would have caught Chris Curtis's headbutt with Kelvin Gastelum, that could have been a different situation too. But Bobby goes in there, he hits him with the cranium, and let's see if I could find, because I did get a good laugh at this. Actually, it might be in Discord. Where are you, Bobby? So Bobby Green's getting crazier and crazier. As he gets older and older, he gets weirder and weirder, and I love it. I love every minute of it. All right, here's Amy Kaplan, who put this on Twitter. Check it out. He decides not to stand. He's not happy. King's not happy.
Hey, Bobby, I'm sure this is not how you wanted to come talk to us.
Look at his face. Look at oh, my God, dude. Check him out.
So I'm wondering if you can just talk to me about what you're feeling right now.
Did you ask me a question about my feelings before?
I did.
You know how, fuck it, we're gonna let some feelings out today. Fuck this, and fuck this. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. We fucking clash heads. I was trying to go for an elbow, and he kind of dipped his head, and we kind of clashed. But he was still fucking moving. He was trying to put me in a fucking triangle. I fought the triangle shit off, and he was still moving fine. And then
I mean, I don't remember that. I remember the headbutt happening and you pounding his fucking head. I don't know the triangle. I must have missed that. Does anyone remember that? Anyway, here, let's see what else he says.
Then after when I busted his ass, wow, then he was fucked up. He was still straight. And they want to try to slide me on my money. That's what I'm mad about. I need my money, bro. I need my money.
Mic drop. All right. So I think it's safe to say he wasn't happy about what happened there. He needs his money. Well, he didn't get money. There was no performance bonus for a headbutt, and we kind of got robbed because that would have been fun, right? If Keith Peterson slid in there right after the headbutt and says, whoa, pump the brakes here. There was a headbutt. Let's let him recover. Jared probably could have recovered, and they could have continued the fight. But instead, Keith didn't see it, and the headbutt dropped. The headbutt literally drops Gordon, and King jumps in there and just finishes him. Right? You don't want to see that. You don't want to see a guy get dropped with a headbutt and then get finished. Like, that can't be good for the brain. But Jared seems to be fine, and I think Bobby Green got some brain damage after that fight. I don't know what happened, but what do you think? Anything you want to add on to that? Because I have nothing else to say. I mean, he dropped the mic. He walked off. He's not happy. He wants to get paid. Does he get a headbutt bonus? Help me out, chat. What should happen with King Green? Why are we not talking about them announcing KHAMZAT versus COSTA 6 months early? It's because it's not a done deal. That's what Paolo wants.
I posted the vid of the end of the fight in Discord. He lying mostly, but feel free to review it.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I mean, like, I like Bobby Green, but what is he doing? Yeah, where's this triangle? And okay, let's see. I just saw Tropic Tom's GIF. Yeah, let's show Tropic's GIF. Here, check this out. Thank you, SSSSSANOCI. Appreciate the donation. The gift team is getting out of control in the Discord. They are getting so here is Laura Sanko, putting a thirst trap picture up on what's it called, on social media, because she says her likes were down, so she just shows her tits. I mean, yeah, if you got it, flaunt it, right? Good on you. But if you look a little closer here, I mean, this is something I didn't recognize before. Okay, get a little closer. There's Hasbulla coming out. Look at that. Wow, I didn't see that before. That's Hasbulla. That sneaky little devil. She does look good there. I mean, I wouldn't turn that down. Anyway, let's see. This is what he's talking about. All right, so we got to do this let's do this in a way. We got to be very cautious with this. So, alrighty, give me a second here. We got to close some of this stuff. Hold on, let me put in for a monetization real quick before I forget, because we're demonetized. Here we go. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Thank you. Fuck you, YouTube. Okay. Okay, now let's see what we got here. So the headbutt happens. Boom, right in there. Okay. I mean, he said that, like, so Gordon, like, it's not like Gordon dove in. My man Bobby dove in over here. I can't even slow this thing down. He goes in so fast. Is this on Twitter? If it's on Twitter, I can see. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get on Twitter. Bobby Green. There we go. Yeah, Twitter, I can slow it down, play in slow-mo. Here we go. Yeah, it's a little easier to do. So it's going to be smaller, but hold on. I can get it. Yeah, so on YouTube, I can't, like, slow-mo it like this, right? I could actually break this down a little bit better. All right, so you see Green diving in, right? I mean, Gordon, it looks like he's trying to get out of the way. It looks like he's trying to get out of the way. I mean, my man comes straight in like a fucking dolphin. He's coming like a ram. What is Bobby talking about? Dude came in like a fucking ram. There goes Gordon. Gordon goes down. Okay, Bobby's standing over him. He's getting ready for the kill. The triangle? Wait, hold on. Okay, maybe he's not. I can't see. See, you can't see the angle. I see Jared's right leg over the shoulder, but the left leg is under the right arm. So I don't know how you're gonna. I mean, He's just, it looks like he's up kicking to me. Yeah, it looks like Jared's up kicking. And then fucking Bobby pushes the legs forward. He eats his pussy. After he eats his pussy, he starts hammer fisting. And then that's like when, and Keith Peterson, where is Keith Peterson when this happens? Where is he when the fucking Ram came in? He's right there. Dude, Peterson, what did you fucking fall asleep? No nonsense. No nonsense, Keith Peterson. In full effect right there. I usually like Keith, but I got to be honest with you. There have been times where Keith is, and you've seen this with other refs too. Like, dude, you're right there. You literally watched it happen. You literally, I mean, you see Bobby come straight in with his fucking head. And like you could see like there's like a wimp, like look at on his face. He kind of cringes a little bit. Jared goes down, Keith goes onto the other side to get a good look. Dude, what is going on? What's going on? What's up with Keith, man? Stop the fight. Where's Hardy when you need him? Stop the fight. All right, so that whole breakdown by Bobby Green is just... Here, we'll listen to Bobby again. Dude, oh, this is not it. Come on. What the fuck? Clicked on the wrong thing. Here it is. Let's go through Bobby's description again. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. Here. Dude, where is it? Oh, here it is.
Come talk to us. I wonder if you can just talk to me about what you're feeling right now.
Did you ask me a question about my feelings before?
I did.
You know how, fuck it, we're gonna let some feelings out today. Fuck this, and fuck this. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. We fucking clash heads.
Okay, that happened. He's right. They did clash heads.
I was trying to go for an elbow.
He was trying to go for an elbow. Oh, maybe. What? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where this elbow is going to land. He might have been, because if you see his left arm, it could have been, because he comes charging in and you see his arm go out, like it's tucked already, and then Jared ducks his head. So maybe when he saw Jared duck his head, that's when his arm went straight out. Yeah, he might be right. He might not be lying about that. Okay.
And he kind of dipped his head and we kind of clashed. But he was still fucking moving. He was trying to put me in a fucking triangle. I fought the triangle shit off.
Okay, let me see. So he's got the right leg up. I don't know where I see this fucking triangle he's talking about. I mean, maybe right there he's talking about it. But it looked like, I mean, it had a right leg over the shoulder, and Bobby pushed the leg over. I mean, I don't know about putting into a triangle. Oh, you know what? Gordon is holding on to the right leg, so it's not impossible. Like this position right over here, it's not impossible. He was trying to throw a triangle up, and Bobby fought out of it. Not impossible. Okay. Alrighty.
And he was still moving fine. And then after when I busted his ass, wow, then he was fucked up.
Okay. Well. Okay. So yes, was he out cold? No. He had the mindset to throw the legs up there and try to defend himself. He was grabbing onto Bobby's leg. He was putting his right arm up to defend himself here. So he's right about that. But here's the thing. If the headbutt doesn't happen, Gordon doesn't drop. You can't get a knockdown with a headbutt. You know what I'm saying? So yes, he recovered, but still, the knockdown happened with an illegal strike, right? That sequence would have never went forward if he didn't fucking come in like a ram. So he's partially right. He's partially right, but not 100%. All right, Bobby. Okay. Settle down, Bobby.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I mean, King.
Hurt Shonko is a midget moss. We need a pole midget PVZ or midget Shonko.
You guys want it? Dude, you guys want... We haven't done that in a while. You guys want ones in the chat if you want a midget Laura Sanko on the show. We haven't done that in a while. We haven't done that segment in a while. Let me Do you want midget Laura Sanko in the chat? Ones in the chat, only if you want that. Man, that brings back memories, B-Man. Look at you. You're bringing out all the old bits. Well, looks like a couple people want it. Okay, I mean, listen, it's quite okay. You want it. So we were speaking about Laura Sanko before, you know, and we were talking about how, you know, a lot of people find her attractive, but I got to be honest with you, you know, she's not really that attractive, and the reason why I'm saying this is because it's fake news. Like, it's like she's not what you think she is, Laura Sanko, you know? And hold on, let me see if I can find the right image to show you the real Laura Sanko over here, okay? And I'm having trouble finding an image that will work. Okay, here we go. All right, so if you just like look over here, like you think that there's a reason there's not many full body shots of Laura Sanko, and there's a reason for that, guys. Like, this looks normal, right? Everything looks normal over here. Like, you're like, oh, she's full size, she's normal. But if you zoom in a little bit, okay? If you zoom in, guys, let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. Okay, this is actually what Laura Sanko really looks like. Okay, so if you're like beating off to this girl, you're being catfished, because Laura Sanko is a midget. Okay, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, now that we got that, thank you, B-Man. I appreciate that. I mean, not many people know about that. All right. So let's move on from Bobby Green. This fight over here, Bruno Silva versus Brad Tavares. It was a quick stop. It was quick. Now I love fights getting a little extra time. You know, I don't want them to stop fights prematurely. And let me see if I can. Let's see if we can get this one, Brad Tavares. All right, is this the sequence? Okay. All right, so this is the co-main event, Tavares versus Bruno Silva. Now, a lot of people weren't happy about this. They weren't happy about the stoppage over here. And I guess the UFC didn't care because Bruno Silva got a performance bonus for it. So I guess they don't think there's controversy. But here comes Silva, right? He comes and he misses with the hook. Boom! Follows up with this right hand. Check it out. Pa-pow! Fa-ting! And Brad is in. He's like, this is the moment I knew I fucked up. My man. So he takes a ride and he goes down. And he goes down. Now listen, he's okay, right? He's okay. He's fine. Let's right? He's fine over here. Bruno comes in with the follow-up. Cracks him. What? Hold on a second. Oh, I can't fucking see from this angle. Son of a bitch. This is not a good angle. The ref gets in the way. Oh, that's a bummer. Is there another angle of this? Oh, here we go. He follows up. Hits him with one more, right? Goes in for another. And then the ref steps in. Okay. Now, you can say it's a quick stoppage because when you look at this in slow motion, right? You look at this in slow motion, you think he's completely fine, right? You're like, okay, that's ridiculous. Why would you stop it there? But look at Tavares on the ground, right? you can't see it here, but I wish they had the extra footage instead of going to the corner. You look at Tavares here, he was fucked up. It's not like he immediately popped up and was like, hey, man, or put his hands up. He's like, bro, what are you doing? He argued after. He was like, oh, shit, that sucked. You know? So, listen, it's close. It is very close. I get why people are like quick stoppage, because if you look at it, it was such a quick turn of events here. But why is it frozen? Why does Twitter do this? Twitter does this thing like where it just like freezes on you. Let me hear if I can. Let me see if I can find the actual sound of the punch. That cracks. Okay, here we go.
Out of there.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck? Like it. Get
him out of there.
Oh, you can't hear it. Dude, that announcing, by the way, is horrible. That's your commentary. Meanwhile, I'm screaming like a lunatic. All right, so here he goes. So look at Tavares over here. This is a man, right? He's okay. He's all right. Everything's fine over here. He's good. He was good to go. You know? I understand, like in real time and quick. It was so quick when it happened. I get it. You know, people are like, oh, you got to let him go and this and that. I'm usually that type of person, so you got to let him go. In this situation over here, I know Tavares a little bit after argued, but it wasn't like an instant argument. It was almost like, all right, he fucked me up. Why did he stop that? You know, I still wasn't dead argument. It's borderline. I get both sides of the argument. It's borderline. It's not a terrible stop, though. You know? It's not terrible enough for me to go crazy over here. He looked pretty fucked up. So Bruno Silva gets this win. He needed this win in the worst way, and that was a tough loss for Brad Tavares, especially in the co-main event. You know, like Brad does not want to take an L like that, and Bruno gets the performance bonus, the whole deal. It's a bad situation for Tavares there, but Bruno gets the job done, and then Mystic Moss loses his mind, goes crazy, because he goes plus money on the Bruno win. Now Tavares had moments in that first round. You know, it looked like it was going to be a pretty solid scrap back and forth. It looked like Tavares might have had his number. But when Bruno cracked him, it was a wrap, man. Tavares took a ride down and first round finish. So big win for Bruno Silva. Big win for Mystic Moss. MyBookie.ag goes back up plus money, does his thing. Let's go, champs. Now, this fight over here. Am I surprised that Pavlovich won? No. I don't like betting on heavyweights unless I am like locked in. And even when I'm locked in, usually it's got to be some sort of massive bias for me to jump in there and place a bet on heavyweight, whether I love a fighter or something like that. I don't know. It needs to be something. In this fight over here, there was just too many things that scared me to go in the direction of Pavlovich, but I understand why a lot of people would. As Curtis Blades has been dropped early in fights, Pavlovich, all of his like first round wins. I mean, it's kind of insane when you look at this man's resume. All these first round finishes for Pavlovich, and he just adds another one on Saturday. So I'm not shocked by that, but like placing bets on this stuff, I don't advise it because heavyweight fights are scary. If you place the bet, you went on Pavlovich, congratulations, man. I'm glad you guys won that. The question is now, what happens with Pavlovich? Because if Blade said if he won this fight, he would sit around. I don't think Pavlovich is that type of guy. Because you sit around, you get passed. You get passed up in the UFC. That's just how it works. And you look at the rankings here, as you know, the rankings get updated on Wednesday, but we can pretty much get an idea of where Pavlovich is going to sit. So he's already at 3. He's already there. So he's not going anywhere. Blades was under him. He's literally sitting right there. So if Jones and Miocic is indeed the next fight, there's a good shot that Cyril Gane versus Pavlovich could happen. There's a good shot if Tommy Aspinall is healthy enough that Tommy might get a shot at Sergey. But Sergey's probably one away. He's probably one away. I don't see Bones saying, okay, Stipe's not going to fight me. I'm going to fight Pavlovich. I don't see John doing that. I think he's too smart to take a fight with Pavlovich like this. Not saying John automatic loss, but John, you know, the ball's in his court. He's the champ, you know? And Gane can't get an immediate rematch with Jones because Jones fucked him up. But here's the problem. If you make Gane versus Pavlovich and say Gane wins that fight, you can't run it back. You just can't. Like, what do you do with Gane then? Say he beats Pavlovich. He's just stuck there. Like, he's not fighting Jones again. So what do you do with Gane there? I don't know what the hell the UFC is going to do. Pavlovich is in a weird spot. Gane's in a weird spot. Is Miocic even coming back? You know, John Jones coming in there sparked up the heavyweight division. Pavlovich is making it very interesting. But we're in a weird situation. Maybe they throw an interim strap somewhere. But how do you do that? Pavlovich versus Gane with an interim strap makes no sense. Hopefully Aspinall could come back. If Aspinall is healthy, I don't know what his situation is like, but if Aspinall is healthy, you may be able to make an argument of Tommy Aspinall versus Pavlovich. You might even, if the heavyweight gets held up for a while, you might even be able to do an interim strap for that. I'm not a big fan of that, but the UFC likes throwing those belts out there, so you might be able to argue that. Either way, Pavlovich wins, you got Scary Russian with the belt. Aspinall wins, you got UK going ballistic. You know? So hopefully Aspinall comes back healthy. He comes back soon, and then they could, you know, make some fights. If he doesn't, Pavlovich might even be shelved. Or Pavlovich might be fighting someone under him, which is a kind of a bummer, you know? Could you imagine Pavlovich versus Tai Tuivasa? I mean, talk about a fucking car crash. Oh my God, dude. I mean, I think most of us would say Pavlovich would win that fight. Especially with that chin that Pavlovich has. That was another thing. Blades hits hard. It's not like he doesn't hit hard. My man hits hard. And Pavlovich was eating it like it was nothing. But could you imagine Pavlovich versus Tai Tuivasa? Like you're literally signing up for a car crash. Tai might die. He might legit die in there. So what do you guys think? What do you think is next? I mean, we can't say Aspinall because we don't know his health. How would you match up the heavyweight division? I'll leave it up to you guys. Oh, that's right. Pavlovich beat him already. Fucking hell. You're right. Jesus Christ. You're right. He already killed him. I completely forgot about that. Good call, man. Good call. Oh, so that's fucking off the table. That's off the table. That's what happens when you have too much Delta 8, guys. You start fucking saying shit like that. You are correct.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Run it back. Let him die again.
Moss, Sergey killed Tai already.
Yeah, I know.
Here's something random. Almeida if he kills Rosenstruck.
Yeah, that fight's coming up. When is the Almeida fight? Dude, that is true. Almeida's sitting at what? He's at 12. That fight's right around the corner. Rosenstrike, it's so funny, man. Like, the guy keeps on falling in big fights, but somehow he's, like, always in the mix. Like, you just can't get rid of the dude. Let's go to upcoming. Here we go. So that's May 13th. It's literally right around the corner. Huh. Man, I can't believe I completely forgot about Tuivasa versus Pavlovich. I totally forgot about that. That's right. He killed him. Okay. Tai Tuivasa. What am I talking about? Jamal Hill. Fucking hell. I'm falling apart, guys. Here we go. All right, so Almeida's at 12. Rosenstrike's at 9. Even if Almeida wins, like, and takes Rosenstrike's spot, you got Spivak, you got Volkov, you got Tui, you got Aspinall, you got Blades. I mean, he would literally need 2 more. You know? I know the UFC is moving Almeida up pretty quick, but yeah, he would have 2 more at least. So yeah, Almeida's not there, and even if Rosenstrike wins, he kind of stays put. He doesn't really budge. Wow, man. That's kind of wild. Yeah, Volkov could be back in the mix in no time too. Volkov is someone you can't really count out being back in the mix. Heavyweight's weird. It got like this weird jolt, but now with Jones there and things getting held up, Like, I was kind of hoping. Didn't Jones say he wanted to come and be active? Now we don't even know when the hell he's going to fight again. Heavyweight's kind of, it's kind of weird, man. We need Jones to be active. And then Jones says he's going to fight Stipe and retire. It's like, damn, bro. I don't know, man. Anyway, what do you think? So SSSSSANOCI put in Almeida, but Almeida's too low down. And even if Rosenstrike wins, you can't really throw him in the mix. He'd be stuck at 9. So heavyweight, which has the baddest men on the planet, we're kind of in a weird spot. I tell you what, I would like to see Gane versus Blades, though. I would like to see Gane versus Blades. Because if Gane fights Pavlovich, it doesn't make sense if he wins. I don't see him getting another crack at the belt. So I think they should make Gane versus Blades and maybe tell Pavlovich either you take someone low or you just sit. Wait for the winner of Miocic versus Jones. That probably makes the most sense. It sucks shelving a guy that's starching dudes in one round. But Gane versus Blades is something I've wanted to see for a while. More than ever now. I'm interested in that. And we'll see what happens with Aspinall when he comes back. If Aspinall is ready soon, maybe Aspinall versus... Yeah, that might be the answer. Maybe Pavlovich waits a little bit, fights Aspinall for the #1 contender. There you go. It's fixed. When Aspinall comes back, which hopefully soon, Sergey Pavlovich fights him #1 contender spot. There you go. Done. And then put Blades against Gane. There's your answers. Let's see. Ryan didn't use his jab and will have changed his mechanics of his left jab in entirety to rematch Tank. Yeah, he missed so much. So if you're jumping in and you want to talk Ryan stuff, I went pretty long early in the stream about it. So definitely watch that back and let me know in the comments what you think. But I covered a lot and I broke down the whole everything, the clauses, the spy, the whole thing. And why Ryan shouldn't have signed the contract, how he should get rid of his team. Like the whole, I went into detail, great detail on that fight. So run it back when the stream is over and hop in the comments afterwards. All right, so that's how I say heavyweight should play out. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Gane versus Blades, Miocic versus Jones, and hopefully Pavlovich versus Aspinall if he can come back soon. Done. Easy peasy. Just matched it up. All right, let's see. What else do we got over here? So we've been live an hour 27. Let's go through some stories here. So you saw Laura Sanko with a thirst trap over there. It's kind of embarrassing that, like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like at least she's transparent about it. She seems like super cool. That's one thing about Sanko. There's nothing annoying about Sanko. She seems super duper cool. Like a lot of these girls that, you know, put themselves out there are kind of irritating.
Wonderful.
She's not.
Wild card scenario: Sergey Pavlovich and bring in Alex Pereira.
To heavyweight? Dude, you skipping a whole weight class? Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So here's Laura. Here's Laura at the beach. And the quote is, my quarterly thirst trap, so the IG algorithm will pick me up again. Laughing emoji, face palm. Okay. And let's see, how many likes did she get on this? Just out of curiosity. She got herself 52,761 likes. So before that, she got she got 13,000. Wow. So she jumped from 13,000 to 52. Before that, 13,000. Before that, 13,000, and she's showing the bod. Before that, 13K. Wow, yeah, she was, I mean, it's not terrible, 13K. Yeah, wow, oh, wait, no, wait, what am I talking about? I'm looking at the fucking NYPD, dude. I'm looking, it's less. Sorry. It's 12,000. Okay, so it's almost 13. 12,000 this one. Let's see, 9,000 on this one. I'm looking at the fucking guy that liked it. 7,000 on this one. And 3,000 on this one. Yeah, so she went from 3,000, popped up to 52K. Just put the tits out. 52K. Let's see what she follows up. Let's see if it's catapulted her. Now she's got a cow in the car. 5,000. What is this? I don't even know what the fuck this is. What's going on here?
This just says I can do what I want.
Okay, great. That's thank you for sharing that. Wow, man. She pulled the tits out and she jumped up to 52K. Damn, man. Holy cow. Just just put the tits out in every fucking thing. That's all. Just post it, right? I mean, there's your problem. Do every post like this. Show the fucking hairy tits. Hi, I'm Laura Sanko and my hairy titties. Look at all the likes I got from that, guys. Holy smokes. Look at all the likes. Oh, this thing's broken. Look at all those likes I just got. Just whip out your hairy tits, Sanko. And get to the point. Yeah, we got 89 likes. Holy smoke. We got 91, 92. Let's go, champs. Let's go. Like it up, baby. I don't feel like fixing that. Anyway, let's move on. What else we got? Let's see. Stephen Bonner. Oh, did you see this? Stephen Bonner, he died not too long ago, and it's a fucked up thing, man. You know, one of the legends of the sport. One of the reasons why the UFC is here. Oh, stop it, to us. I know you're beating off to my hairy breast. I know it's happening. Stop it. Acting like you don't like a hairy breast. Fentanyl overdose. Dude, are you kidding me? Fentanyl. That is incredibly sad. Stephen Bonner's sudden passing late last year came as a shock to many MMA fans. A long time. It didn't come as a shock to me. I mean, unfortunately, I wish it did come as a shock, but it didn't because he had all those weird drug things and he was yelling and screaming and putting those videos up. So we knew something was up. But at 45 years old, his death was sudden and unexpected. At the time, the UFC reported that the Hall of Fame inductee had died from presumed heart complications while at work. Well, they were off. No further updates or statements were given beyond confirmation of the death. Severe back injury. Oh, this is Zane Simon's article. We did a whole bit on Zane the other day. I mean, Zane Simon.
Welcome everyone to the Bloody Elbow 6th round post-fight show with me, Zane Simon.
Welcome everybody to
Bloody Elbow 6th round post-fight show with me, Zane Simon.
Cock, Zane's a cock. Cock, Zane's a cock. King of the cocks. Cock, Zane's a cock. Cock, Zane's a cock. King of the cocks. Cocks, Zane's a cock. Cock, Zane's a cock. Run to Twitter, go to your cock king. I don't give a fuck, cause you'll do nothing. I'm the king of YouTube, you're the king of cocks. Your salami patty hair and the bag of dicks you suck. Cock, Zane's a cock. Cock, Zane's a cock. King of the cocks. Cock, Zane's a cock. Cock, Zane's a cock. King of the cocks. Bloody elbow, have some mercy, ninja pirate, hella salty, dopamine, man with dreams while Zane makes a top 10 list. Is that a wig on your head? It looks like coke cuts without bread. Your content sucks, watch me instead. Fuck you, Zane. Cock, Zane's a cock. Cock, Zane's a cock. King of the cocks. Cock, Zane's a cock. Cock, Zane's a cock. King of the cocks.
There was an old weird back and forth we had. Like, I'm talking 2017. Anyway, I just found the song, so I didn't know he still wrote for Bloody Elbow, but now anytime we see an article, anytime the article is Zane Simon, We're playing that fucking song, baby. We're playing that song. So shout out to Zane Simon. Anyone have a lisp? Anyone have a lisp in the chat? If so, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make fun of lisps. I'm just making fun of his lisp. So that's terrible, man. Fentanyl overdose. That's not cool, man. So rest in peace, Stephan Bonner. All right, we spoke about this stuff. De La Hoya claims he received death threats during the Davis versus Garcia. I don't listen. If you're fucking sending death threats to people that you don't know, like, just stop it. Like, what are you doing? There's so many people that do shit like that. It's like, get a life. Anyway, I do think that he should get rid of De La Hoya. This guy has been nothing but a cancer to this dude. Like, I don't know. Get better people around you. Get rid of De La Hoya. It's just silly. I do want to clarify why Bernard Hopkins and I were at the post-fight press conference. First of all, Bernard Hopkins was accused during the weigh-in of having testosterone cream on his hands and touching Gervonta Davis. And he only wanted to help him because was going to fall off the stage. So PBC, Gervonta promoter Bland told me, boss, we got to get the fuck out of here because I received death threats. You guys don't know this. I received death threats throughout the whole week, and they just said it was simply too dangerous, so we got out of there. So is he claiming, wait, is he claiming the team? Is he claiming the team was threatening him? And plus Eric Gomez, who is Golden Boy's president, who is right there front and center with Ryan Garcia. So there's no issues, no problems. This is all coming from all these PBC minions that are just attacking Ryan, attacking Golden Boy, and it's all good. It's all good. Ryan Garcia made this happen. Tank made this happen. We had a great fight. The best man won. My hat's off. Okay, so at least he's giving Tank his respect. Okay. And then after that, he just put on some heels and did some blow.
Wonderful, wonderful.
End of story. All right, the Nate Diaz thing over here. I mean, okay, maybe this is a hot take. If we can get those those naked Diaz emojis in the chat, little naked Diaz in the chat room. But listen, I like Nate. I hope he beats Jake Paul.
Welcome to heaven.
Oh, what the? I hope he fights Jake Paul, and I hope he beats him. But you can't be fighting fucking guys on the street. Like, what are we doing? Like, you can't get yourself out of these scenarios. I understand if someone steps up to you. It didn't look like this guy was going to attack him or anything like that. So Nate jumping on him and fucking choking him. I mean, I don't know what what was going on over there, but you're a professional athlete, and everywhere you go, you're starting fights with people. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's a hot take. Maybe, you know, I know people love Nate, and I like Nate too. It's not like I have the Nate emoji in the chat. I get Nate as the wonderful, wonderful donation. I like Nate. But I don't know. You're a grown man. You're a professional athlete. Come on. You get paid to fight. What are we doing? Why are you going out there like a fucking 20-year-old starting fights with everybody? You know? And now he might, like, there was a warrant out for his arrest. Ex-UFC star Nate Diaz wanted on charges stemming from incident in New Orleans. Now, of course this guy's going to press charges. If you think about it, the guy is a Logan Paul impersonator. The dude is making a living impersonating Logan Paul. You think he's not going to press charges? My man's going to press charges. Not a fighter. This dude is 100% going to press charges. What's this Logan Paul guy? Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. If anyone knows this guy's name, I forgot his... I was going to pull up his Instagram account. After investigation, an arrest warrant was issued for Nate Diaz. Buju told ESPN he has been charged with second-degree battery. Dude, like, what the hell? Oh, I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but you can't be fucking doing this shit. Now, here's the thing. Let me just say this. This impersonator... Get the fuck away from Nate. This guy fights everybody. So, yeah, you deserve to get choked out. But, I mean, still. Hold on a second. No sound, please. So, you can't. So, here, this video. There's got to be another video of this. This is the only video I saw. Like he holds his arms like so this is weird. Look, Nate had here, let's break this down because we didn't really properly break down this video. Wait, victim was the other dumb entourage fighter? Wait, what? So wait, you're saying this is not the guy that pressed charges? Ariel had a different angle? Is that true? Or is it? I thought this was the guy that pressed the charges. Let me know if that's... He was hugging him. Anyway, let's just break this down. So Nate is like, he's ready. It's like when you walk up to a fucking feral animal, right? You don't keep going. You just get away, right? Nate is ready. He's in attack mode. He's backed into a corner. He's in attack mode. But if you look at the Logan Paul impersonator, he's got his hands up. Like, he's like, I mean no harm, right? He's just like this. But, like, he's trying to talk to Nate about something. I don't know what the fuck it is. So Nate grabs his hands, comes in. Camera just coincidentally goes away. But this other dude, wow, this guy jumping in. I guess that's his entourage. He jumps in on this. Okay. The camera, this is the worst cameraman ever. Okay, Nate gets a hold of him. Okay. They're kind of wrestling. Looks like he's throwing him in a guillotine. He hits him with a knee. Crack. Nate hitting him with the knee. Bang. Bang. Just hitting him at that fucking knee. He's got, oh man, it's under the chin. Fight the hands, bro. Fight. Oh, you can't really. You're too busy holding onto the back of his head. My man clearly doesn't know what the hell to do here. And slowly go to sleep. Go to sleep. Goes down. And here's the fucked up part. Here's the really fucked up part, guys. He lets him down, right? And he just lets him slam his fucking head off the floor. Like, dude. Dude, what the fuck? Head bounces off the concrete. It looks like he's dead on the mat. Now, a lot of people are saying this is fixed and this and that. I guess it's not. Yeah, his head bounced right to death. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, this is fixed, this is fabricated, this and that. I mean, if people are pressing charges and second-degree battery, that's some scary stuff, man. That's some serious shit. Oh, okay, Jesse's sent me a text. So, you know, what do you guys think about this situation? I look at it like this. Listen. The guy didn't attack him, but the guy was getting a little close, and you get too close to Nate Diaz, you're going to fucking get slept. That's what's going to happen, right? People should know better. At the same time, I just feel like Nate shouldn't be, I don't know, man. When things are getting hot and heavy, get the fuck out. You know? Just get out of the situation. What are you doing there? Just get the fuck out of there. But it's like, you know, there's a video that popped up before this where he's throwing a bottle at another guy in the crowd or something like that recently. Like, he's always looking for fights. Oh, is that his Instagram? Let's go, Seal. Not Logan Paul. Yeah, here's the guy.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Nothing justifies that, but earlier in the day at the event, Nate threw a bottle of water to a celebrity fighting that night. Both groups fought after that happens to get caught on video.
I did see the bottle thing. Yeah, it's like, dude, man. Just get yourself out of this fucking situation. Why you got to keep on putting yourself in these situations here? It's nothing good's going to happen out of it. You know? Here's a scuffle. Is this part of the situation? So this is that celebrity thing? Man, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching here. Then this guy put up a video, but he might, let's see, did he take it down? This guy's so weird, man. I don't understand, like, but I mean, I guess he must be making money off of this, but he's running around like pretending he's Logan Paul. Like, it's so fucking odd, man. What's wrong with people? Like, what is going on, dude? I can't find the video where, anyway, this is that guy. I don't know. I can't. I feel like my brain cells are exploding talking about this. Any comments in the chat? I don't really have anything to say. It's just like, this is just, it's like mind numbing. I've been in these situations when I was younger. You know, we would get into fucking bar fights constantly. It was ridiculous. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm in my 40s now. Like, this is the last thing that interests me. So stupid. Let's see. That's how gay people are. Let's see. Unreal. Keanu is funny. Let's see. Imposter of the pole kid, my lord. Yeah. Logan probably pays him for the Prime shit. Yeah, I'm sure, yeah, he gives him a ton of Prime to run around and promote it. Take your wallet to New Orleans. Take your wallet to New Orleans, Nate. In Canada, you fought every time. You're correct. I'm still thinking I'm young. Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know. Like, I don't put myself in those situations anymore, so it's like, I don't know. I do have a fuse, but I just don't put myself in those situations. And this guy here, Nate's going to be fighting Logan Paul for this mega bag of money. Why jeopardize that and go to fucking jail? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not worth it. You're in New Orleans. Get some titties and have a good time. Stop fighting impersonators and choking them out and slamming their head on the concrete. Just like, there's nothing good that's going to come out of that. You know, like, I mean, it could be satisfying at the moment, but with it's weird. And nothing against Nate. I'm not trying to shit on Nate or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to wrap my head on, like, around the fact, like, why are we doing this? Why is this happening? And it wasn't even like the guy was starting with him. The guy was just coming up to him. He's like putting his hands out there. He was getting a little close. Guy was a little dopey for getting there, but you know, Nate could have shoved him away. Someone could have jumped in between them, broke it up. But Nate wanted that smoke, man. He didn't give a fuck. Is there another angle of this? Because it's funny. Second degree battery is not funny. I don't know. I mean, it's funny to us watching as a spectator, right? Like, look at these fucking idiots. World star. But, I mean, Nate might go to jail. He might go to jail for this. Is it really worth it? Lou Dog, thank you, man. Member for 9 months. Thank you. I don't know. How old's Nate now? Let me see. Maybe I was fighting. Let me see. Hold on. How old's Nate Diaz? Let me see if I could defend him a little bit. Nate. What is he? Got to be like 38? How old is he? I put Nair Diaz. Nate Diaz. He's 38? Oh, damn. I hit that on the head. Yeah, he's 38. Nate's 38 years old. I wasn't fighting in my... Nah, I wasn't. Before that. More like into my late 20s and stopped. Which is still too old. You shouldn't be doing that then either. But yeah, man, my man's pushing 40. He's a professional fighter. Like, my man's getting bags of money to fight, you know, in front of tons of people. What are you getting into street fights for? It's so silly. I mean, the only good part is he didn't sucker punch or anything like that. My man was coming towards him. So this is not as bad as Masvidal. Masvidal is like a gazillion times worse than this. So, but I just don't know. I can't wrap my head around it, man. I guess he's a gangster, right? I guess maybe he's a gangster. I'm not. I'll never understand it. Nate definitely thought that was the real Logan Paul. Do you think that's what it was? Dude, that'd be hilarious if that's the case. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, I thought that was the real Paul. So I was like, you know, back the fuck up, motherfucker. Back the fuck up, man. You let it smoke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, motherfucker.
Maybe that's true. Maybe he thought it was a real Logan. In that case, choke him out. All right. Anyway, this weekend, we got some fights. We got Song versus Simone, Ricky Simone. So, actually, if you want to do a Nate Diaz, it is a variation of Mike Tyson. If you want to do, that's a little Nate Diaz hack right there. It is a variation of Mike Tyson. Not exact Mike Tyson, but there is the root of the Nate Diaz impersonation is Mike Tyson. Song versus Simone, and then at night we have the fight between Rockhold and Mike Perry, the big bare knuckle thing. So I think what we can do is react to the UFC fight card on Saturday and then roll into the bare knuckle stuff. You coming in or no? Oh, okay. Sorry. Getting messages. Yeah, we can roll into the bare knuckle stuff after that. So Saturday will be another fun stream. We'll be hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
And that's that. Like I said before, if you missed the Garcia versus Tank Davis fight breakdown over there, go check it out. Run it back in the beginning of the stream because I do want to hear your opinions. I want to make sure I got everyone's thoughts out so we can move on. And there's a lot of things to talk about on that topic, so I do want to get your side and your opinions, so drop that in the comment section down below. Let's get some final words from the chat, and then let's get the foog out of here. By the way, hit the like button. Luke gonna get smashed. I'm pulling for Perry, yeah. I hope he does. Imagine Nate comes out and guillotines Jake first round in boxing gloves. Dude, oh, that'd be if he doesn't get arrested. Like, dude, could you imagine he gets arrested, 2nd-degree battery? Like, what? Those liver shots are brutal. They are, man. Check me. Oh, yeah, we got the memes, too. Yeah, let's go to the memes. It's getting confusing now because there's GIFs and memes and so much content that you guys are putting out there. Dun 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 dun. All right, here we go. We'll scroll through some of this. So here's Chris Curtis pointing at the TV. Pretty accurate, man. Chris Curtis, who was a victim of the headbutt. So there we go. When we hit 77K, baby. Hell yeah, baby. Very pumped up for that. And I was very excited to hit my bet. Plus Money Moss in full effect. All the goo all over me. Hear me celebrating with this. Pretty accurate. I have a very hairy body, and this is pretty accurate as well. Very nice, very nice. Labyrinth, good. I like that. Good movie. Good family movie. Also a good movie to be on drugs. 70s Mystic. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Here is me butt fucking Mayweather, and Jesse's enjoying it in the background. Very nice, very nice. Here we are. Is this... What movie is this? This looks familiar. I don't know what movie this is. Is this like Starship Troopers or some shit? I don't know what movie that is, but very nice, very nice. I did laugh at this pretty hard. We love this one so much that we actually made this the banner on Twitter. So I think Kainoto put this one up there. Very funny. So, you know, taking a knee. I had a rough night, man. I had a rough night. You know, that fight was tough. Thank you for that. And what is this? Is that Lars? Play my song. Oh, yeah. We got nailed on the gaming stream. Metallica got us on the gaming stream. Falling down. Making good use of the glasses that were worn. What the fuck is it? Wait, what movie is this? Oh, is this that Brad Pitt? Oh, I can't remember what fucking movie. We played like a fucking wacko. I don't know. Let me tell you something about headbutts. And Jesse's like, yeah, whatever. I'm getting kicked in the nuts. Very nice. Oh, this is when Rampage came after me at Tough, man. It was very nice. It was actually a very nice moment. Oh, here's my breast. Wow, great movie. Great movie. Great movie. Who doesn't love Fight Club? Who doesn't like it? The gift center is actually even funnier, but I got to be careful. I got to be careful on here. But yeah, I put a lot of these gifts on, what's it called? On our community section, so go check it out over there. Let's check out the gifts. That Laura Sanko one's pretty good, though. This Laura Sanko one's pretty good. So if you want to be part of the craziness, go check out the Discord. There's a link in the description. Completely free. Jump in it. By the way, we got like 700 people in the Discord. I was like, what the hell? What did that happen? It's a lot of Discord peeps. So if you want to see the tomfoolery, or if anything happens with the MMA holes, Discord is going to be where we we keep you guys informed, behind the scenes stuff. Everyone's kind of plugged in 24/7, so you always have some sort of connection to a community member in the Discord. So if you want to just talk about anything, jump into Discord. But yeah, this has Bula coming out of Laura Sanko's titty. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. We'll be back here on Wednesday night. We'll be talking about the fights this weekend. The bare knuckle experience is interesting. I reached out to Freya. I went against the thing that I don't like to do. Like, I hate reaching out to fighters on the week of their fight. But I'm like, let's just reach out to the champ, see if she'll come on for a couple of minutes. But what I might do, I think Ben Rothwell's not on this card. Like, he had an opponent, that fell out, then they gave him another opponent, and then mysteriously he's not on the card anymore. So maybe I'll contact Ben and see if he's around and have Ben Rothwell on to just at least preview the bare knuckle card, or just make us laugh with his I don't know. Who knows? Or maybe I'll just do it solo. I have no idea. So tune in for Wednesday's show, Fuko Friday. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. You guys are wonderful, wonderful. Hit the like button. Thank you to our sponsors. And don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole. Bye.
Pearl cream.